this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song by Jason Aldean called Gonna Know We Were Here. And we're going to start off kind of working a lot of the licks actually for our main intro progression. We start off on kind of the second fret on the low E string. And you might want to kind of replay that, kind of F sharp note on the low E second. And then fifth fret on the A. And then it's fifth on the low E. And then 7 on the A. So you're kind of going F sharp, D, A, E. And what you may want to do is even just work that idea as kind of a power chord idea. I'm starting on an F sharp 5 power chord. And normally you do this first finger on the low E second, third finger on the A 4th fret. And if you strum the E and the A together, that sounds an F sharp 5 power chord. It sounds really heavy. And then from the F sharp, we could go to a D5. And normally you do this open D and second fret on the G string, or you may want to dig on 5th fret on the A, third finger on the D7 for an D5 power chord. And then from the D, we'd be going to an A5 power chord. You could do this open A and second on the D string, or you may dig on 5th fret on the low E, 7th fret on the A string, so kind of an A5. And then from the A, we'd be going to an E5 power chord. And normally do that open E and second on the A, or you may dig on 7th fret on the A, third finger on the 9th on the D. Kind of working that for your E5. And you may just want to make that just a hit, just to kind of intro the tune, kind of F sharp, 5 hit, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of an idea. Or you could fill in that time, actually kind of just working kind of an 8 down count on each one. D, and I'm adding a little bit of right hand mute to that, making that a little bit sneaky. Kind of take on that. Or you could work bigger chords by starting on an F sharp minor chord. I normally do this as a 2nd fret bar, third finger on the A 4th, pinky on the D 4th. If you strum all those together, it sounds an F sharp minor chord. It sounds really sad. Now on F sharp minors in general, it can be cool to lift the pinky and get an F sharp minor 7, or add in the pinky on the B string 5th for an F sharp minor 7. And then from the F sharp for the D note, you may want to go to a D major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the G second, second finger on the high E second, third finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of D major. Now you may also dig on lifting the 2nd finger and making that a D sus2, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for a D suspended chord, kind of say some stuff around that. Or if you dig on bar chords, you may want to think about doing this as a 5th fret bar, third finger over the D, G, and B, and kind of working that for your D major. And then from the D, we'd be going to an A major chord. And normally do this first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B second. Big party on the 2nd fret, man. It sounds happy. So you may want to think about that for the A. Or you could lift the 3rd finger, make it an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended, kind of say some stuff around the A. Or if you're digging on the bar chords, you could do this as a 5th fret bar, 2nd finger on the G6, 3rd finger on the A7, pinky on the D7, kind of working that for the A major. And then from the A, we'd be going to an E major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the G 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 2nd. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now around E's in general, it can also be cool to add in the pinky on the G 2nd fret, make that an E suspended, and kind of say some stuff around that. Randomly, this is kind of our dominant 7 chord randomly in the key, so if you wanted to, you could even lift off the 3rd finger, make that an E7, or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd fret for an E7. Or if you're digging on the bar chords, you may want to think about doing this as a 7th fret bar, 3rd finger over the D, G, and B, and kind of working it that way. That might be kind of a cool option. That way you could just slide that D shape over to for your E major. And there are a couple different strumming options you may want to think about through the tune. You could work kind of that 8 down count that we were doing on the bigger chords, F sharp minor, D for the intro. It kind of becomes a lot of our verse and a lot of our chorus too. E, or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you take the F sharp minor, just try that a little bit. You go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So try that through the intro progression. F sharp minor, E, A, E major, of something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is like if you take let's take the E major, because it's just easier to play than the F sharp minor. And you do it down for 4 on the first down, actually kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. Then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, 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 which can be a very cool strum to use through this tune. So we tried that on the intro. Yeah, the F sharp minor. Or, especially for the bridge part, you may gravitate towards another 16th pattern. And one of my other favorite 16th patterns is a down, up, down, up, down, up 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is on the first beat, you do a down on 1 and a up on 4. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, down. Then on the second beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, up on 4. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, 1, up. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So all together, you got down, up, down, up, down, so we tried that through the intro. You had the F sharp minor. From there, then we'll be going, oh, and actually you'll hear this cool little lead lick. Actually, it kind of recurs, a lot of it for our solo, where you can play 5th fret on the B string to 7th fret on the B string, kind of a 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, and then you slide the 10th fret from 7, and then go back to 7th fret on the B. That can be kind of a weird shift there. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 10, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 10, 7. And then we go back to 10 on the B. And you may want to replay those notes, or you could just write it out. And we'd be going 10, 9, 7, 5, 10, 7, 9, 7, 5 on the B string. So if you wanted to kind of follow those notes, you got E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, A, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, A, F sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, A, G sharp, F sharp, E. So we kind of dig on that too. And then from there, we'll be going into our verse idea. You could really use any of those strumming options that we've been talking about, actually kind of working the down idea, or the down, down, up, or the 16th ideas. Or you may want to try and mix it up between those ideas, which would be very cool too. Sharp minor. Or you're going back to the hits, kind of working the down idea. That can be very cool to kind of punctuate things. We do that twice, and then you hear this cool little lick kind of come out at the very end of the phrase, where you can play 5th fret on the A, and then 7th fret on the A, to 9th fret on the A, to 12th fret on the A. And what I was digging on that part actually is kind of doing sort of an octave idea, kind of playing 5th fret on the A, and then adding in the 3rd finger on the G string 7. Both of those are D notes, so it's kind of a D to a D, but it's a cool shape. It looks a lot like our power chord shape actually we started with. And so you may want to kind of make that kind of a big push, actually, kind of working the D's together. So 7 and 9 for E notes, to 9 and 11 for F sharp notes, and then going to 12th fret for A note, and then 14th fret on the G string for an A note. So it's like little the note to a note kind of an idea, D to D, E to E, F sharp, A to A. That can make it sound really powerful. And even just doing down up, down up, down up, down up on each one could be cool. Down up, 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 down up. Get you a lot of energy. Or if you're doing the down, down, up, down, up, you may want to kind of split those chords. So you could do, even with the down count, you may want to do D for 4, E for 4, and then an F sharp minor, and then an A to kind of back that lick up. Or if you're doing the down, down, up, down, you can do just a down, down, up on each chord. Kind of D, down, up, E, down, up, F sharp minor, A. Or you could split the pattern. And you can do the D with the down, down, up, down, down, up. And go to the E for the up, down, up. F sharp minor for a down, down, up. A with the up, down, up. That'd be a cool way to do it too. On the 16th pattern, you could do the D with the down, 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 up, and actually you could take just half that pattern and just kind of work that through each chord. F sharp minor, A. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could do the D with the down, 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 up. Go to the E for the up, down, down, up, down, up. And F sharp minor with the down, 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 up. And then A with the up, down, down, up, down, up. Splitting the pattern between them. A, sharp minor, A. Cool way to do it. Or if you're digging on the other 16th pattern, actually, this plays into the bridge part, is you do the D with the down, up, up, and then go to the E for the down, up, up, down, up, down, up. And F sharp minor with the down, up, up. And A with the down, up, up, down, up, down. So you kind of dig on that, kind of adding that into our verse for the tag. Kind of F sharp minor, A. And then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part, which is just like our intro. So we got kind of our F sharp minor, D, A, E, or if you're doing on the 16th, F sharp minor, D, A, E. From there, then you have a little piece of the intro kind of come back. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw a bass note in for the chord. So in the F sharp minor, you have low E for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. Unless you're doing the 5th fret bar, then you'd have the A for the bass. On the A, you'd have the A for the bass. Unless you're doing the 5th fret bar, then you'd have low E for the bass. And on the E, you'd have the low E string for the bass. So you can kind of work that intro as kind of a bass down, up, down, up. Have F sharp minor, D, A, E. Or if you're digging on the 16ths, you could add basses to that and make it a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. That'll be cool little variations. So F sharp minor. Bass, up, bass, up, down, down, so F sharp minor, D, A, E. From that intro return, then we're going into our verse part. So we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have F sharp minor, D, F sharp minor, have an A kind of at the end. Or if you're digging on the 16th feel, you have F sharp minor, D, A, E. You mix it up between those ideas. Sharp minor, D, part. So kind of back to our main groove. And you can really work that any of those ways we've been talking. F sharp minor, or even mixing it up. It's really cool. It can make it definitely a lot more expensive. And then from there, we'll be going into our bridge part. You hear this cool little bass line on the bridge part where you play second on the low E, to the fifth on the A, to the fifth on the low E, to second or fourth fret on the low E, and then back to fifth on the A, 7 on the A, fifth on the A, 7th on the A. So we're kind of going F sharp to D, and then an A to a G sharp, and then D, E, kind of through that part. If you wanted to back that up with chords, actually it does get a little weird. It's almost like the F sharp minor and the D are halving, and it really feels like the down, up, up on the F sharp minor, going to the D with the down, up, down, up, down. If you're doing the downs there, you may want to do kind of 3 on the F sharp minor, 5 on the D, and then 3 on the A. And if you want to follow that G sharp note, actually there's a couple options here you may want to think about. You could do the 4th fret on the low E string with the 1st finger and get the pinky to go to the A string on the 7th fret. Something I call E3/G sharp. That sounds crazy, but it's an E to a G sharp, which is 3rd E, F, G. But the G sharp's in the bass, so I call it E3/G sharp. Especially if you're doing the power chords, that might be a cool option. You have the A5 to the E/G sharp, and then we kind of work that into the D chord. Or if you're looking for bigger chords, you could take the E major and take the pinky and add it in on the G string 4th fret, or low E string on the 4th fret. It's a G sharp note. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E major/G sharp, or an E major with a G sharp bass. And that can be a crazy stretch. You may want to kind of experiment with lifting off the 3rd finger to kind of try and make that. Randomly, anytime there's a stretch in the left hand, if you raise the head of the guitar and get your wrist more kind of like archer aligned, a lot of times that will make it easier. So even though a lot of times in these lessons I teach down here so that I can put the titles up here, a lot of times when I'm playing out, I'm raising my head, raising my head. That's right, because it'll make it easier. Or randomly, I was digging on kind of doing this as a 4th fret bar and working a C shape for the E chord. So 4th fret bar, 2nd finger on the B, 5th fret, 3rd finger on the D, 6th fret, pinky on the A string, 7th fret. It's a C shape, but I'm moving it up to 4th fret. Now it's an E major, and the G sharp is in the bass, so you may kind of dig on that. And the bass note for that, you can kind of work the low E string for your bass on that. So if we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up, actually this can be kind of cool too. You may want to try doing kind of a bass down on the F sharp minor, and then hitting the D for the up, down, and kind of splitting them that way. So you have F sharp minor, D, A/G sharp, D, E, D, E. So you kind of dig on working it that way. Or if you're doing the 16th pattern, it feels really good to do that. And you could split this other ways. You could do the bass down, up on each one if you got that feel going on. Kind of F sharp minor, D, A/G sharp, into the D. I was really digging on the other pattern, actually. That's the reason why I was throwing that in this video. It's kind of the F sharp minor with the bass, up, going to the D for a bass, up, down, up, A with a bass, up, E/G sharp with a bass, up, down, kind of dig on that. F sharp minor, D, A/G sharp. our solo. And our solo actually is a lot like our intro riff. Actually, we kind of start off with the 5/7 idea, and then 5/7 idea, 10/7, and then we kind of go to the 10th fret and we kind of stay there, and then we go to 12th fret on the B. And I might be imagining this lick. I picked these out by ear, so my ear might be hearing. Although I was having a lot of fun playing with these notes. You could take 12th fret on the B and do a bend, high E on the 12th, and then back to the 12th fret on the bend on the B, and then 10 on the B, 11 on the G, 10 on the B, and then 12th fret bend on the B, back to the 12th, kind of straight up. So as a tag, this might be cool. 10th fret, 12 bend, kind of working it that way. So you have and then 10, 12, 12 in, kind of working that idea. Or randomly, we are in the key of A major, and so you could kind of work a pentatonic scale. Normally an A major pentatonic scale would be working 2nd fret on the low E to 5th fret on the low E. And I just shot some videos from Mutts and Jam Tracks that kind of go over a lot of licks with these if you're interested in lead licks. But you'd have kind of 2-5 on the low E, 2-4 on the A, 2-4 on the D, 2-4 on the G, 2-5 on the B, and 2-5 on the high E. So you're kind of F sharp, A, B, C sharp, E, F sharp, A, B, C sharp, E, F sharp, and A. And you can work all kinds of licks actually. Hammer-on licks, pull-off licks, cool, slide licks. And actually, one really cool open-ended idea I like playing around with is kind of a free-form idea where you may play the chord, make up a lick, play the chord, make up a lick, play the chord, make up a lick. Oh, threw in my opening. And then the E major, make up a lick. Especially if you're playing solo, that can be very cool. If you want to Hendrix it, you can do a little bit of the rhythm. Oh, actually, start on F sharp minor. A little bit of the rhythm. Lick. Get that concept. So it's kind of a little piece of rhythm guitar, a little piece of lick, or lead guitar, kind of an idea. Jimi Hendrix was the master of this, but especially if you're playing it out solo and you don't have a lead guitar player, that can be a very cool thing to play around with. Now, if you are a lead guitar player, actually a lot of those notes that we're playing down here from 2nd to 5th, you could do higher up actually and kind of set yourself up in that area of the neck where a lot of our licks are working. By playing the same notes, different place. You could go 9th fret to 12th on the low E, 9 to 12 on the A, 9 to 11 on the D, 9 to 11 on the G, 10 to 12 on the B string, and then 9 to 12 on the high E string. This would be pattern 4 if you're a pentatonic scale connoisseur. So if you wanted to kind of stay up in that area of the neck. And kind of make up some of the stuff in that area. And then from there, then we'd be going into kind of our chorus. And our chorus right after the solo, you'll kind of hear where there's almost kind of a big push on down. It's kind of a down, down on the F sharp minor. D, A, and then we kind of pick it up back up on our E, and you can work any of those strumming options we've been talking about. F sharp minor, D, or you might want to kind of experiment with it. If you know other licks, other chords, feel free to make this lesson your own too. And on the last chorus, we tag it with a D, and then kind of a big push on an E. Before we go into our intro for our outro. And we got F sharp minor, D, A, E, makes people want to clap. Just but that's the basics of how you get strummed through Gonna Know We Were Here by Jason Aldean. So good luck! Hi, wherever you are in YouTube land. This is Munson Summer with Munson Music Live, Munson Guitar Songs, Munson Covers, and Munson Jam Tracks. Thanking you for watching this video, and I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you liked this video and subscribe to the channel to see lots more like it. I'm always open to your requests. If you have a song that you love, please let me know so I can write it down on the request list so I can add that to it, because there's probably other people out there who love that song too and would love to learn how to play it. So thanks so much for all the love that you give me, and I hope that you're doing well and kind of figuring out how you can talk with the instrument. We are a small music shop in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina, and you're supporting us by watching this channel. Really appreciate all that love. So best of luck, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you in particular too. You can contact me on Facebook. You can leave a message here in the comments section, and I respond to all the comments that I get. So best of luck to you wherever you are.